And we are live. Yo, what is up? Hold on. Nah, whatever. I'm gonna keep it anyway. Yo, what is up, guys? Undead Nerd here, and today I just got done seeing The Flash, and it was alright. And today I'm gonna explain what I liked about the film and what I didn't like about the film, and why there's all the stuff in the thumbnail. So, first off, I want to start off with the most controversial aspect of the movie, that being the Flash himself, Ezra Miller. Now, regardless of what you think of Ezra Miller because of his devious crimes, he's actually a decent actor. Like, he's a good actor, but he's just not the Flash. Like, they hold on way too much with the, oh my god, gay accent, because we all know what he's like in real life, and we all know that's the reason why he's being protected now. But, yeah. I think the idea of like two different Flashes, like one being more serious, the other one being the comic relief, like, and they're the same person, like, I think that could work on paper, but it needs to be a different film. And the main issue is, like, the main Flash, like the main Barry Allen, just becomes serious out of nowhere. Like, he's the same personality as younger Flash, alternate Flash, but he just turned serious at the other part of the film. Like, I don't know why they made that change. Like, if you've seen if you've seen Justice League, like, you would know that he's quite different. Like, or his cameo in Crisis on Infinite Earths, like, for a fact that, he's a more comedic Flash, but here they turn him serious for no reason. It's like, I get it, he's in another universe, but it's kind of out of place, if you know what I mean. But, yeah. So anyway, let's go on with the other two main characters. That being Michael Keaton's Batman and Supergirl, who I'm going to call her Carlos because she's Hispanic and I don't remember her name. So yeah, I actually really like Supergirl in this movie. Like, she's the most memorable part of this movie because, like, I was worried that she was going to be this Mary Sue character because I remember when the photos, like the set photos first leaked of her suit on the set photos and on the movie is awful. Her suit is terrible. Like, but overall, she's actually a likable character. She doesn't like do too much ass kicking. She isn't too awesome like Peach was in the Mario movie, even though she had likable traits too. And her reason for frowning 24/7 is a better reason than just frowning just to frown. Seriously, the arguments people make with the counter arguments people make with Captain Marvel are fucking stupid. But overall, but yeah, my main issue with Supergirl is that the actress is not really that good. All right, like, I wouldn't mind seeing that Pacific incarnation of Supergirl as the main Supergirl in Woman of Tomorrow, the upcoming Supergirl movie that James Gunn is making. But for the love of God, if you're going to use that version of Supergirl, please either recast her to a better actress or hire an acting coach so she could do better. Because, I felt like she was a really charming Supergirl. Like, she was written well, but poorly acted. That's my main stance on the Supergirl. And now Michael Keaton's Batman. I just wish that they would do the whole multiverse thing, like, in the first 10 minutes of the movie. Like, they had a battle, and then 10 minutes, and then, like, at the 11-minute mark, you get to the multiverse, and then, like, Barry is with Michael Keaton's Batman, because he's not in the movie until the 1 hour mark. All right? You go from a Flash standalone movie to a multiverse movie in seconds. All right? And I really like that he looks like a homeless man who's, like, deadbeat, but is still awesome. You see, a character like Michael Keaton's version of Batman is what you get if Luke from The Last Jedi was an actual character. And yes, I am saying that because I hate Rey, because I hate women. Just kidding, no. Trust me, expect me to make fun of that counter argument 24/7 on this channel. But overall, yeah. So, the Michael Keaton stuff was pretty good, but he just adds nothing to the plot than just being there for nostalgia purposes. Like, you could cast a different actor as Batman and it'd be the same character. Alright? Like, he should have played a bigger role in this movie than just being there just to be there. Fuck off, computer. So, anyway. So, what were some other stuff I disliked about the movie. The biggest part that I disliked about the movie, I'm pretty sure all of you have heard this by now, the CGI sucks. Apparently the director says that the CGI is supposed to suck, which I'm like, no. In fact, some parts didn't even need to be CGI. I mean, like, the suit, like, can be CGI, but the multiverse stuff, which I think the design of how they time travel is actually pretty clever, and, like, also the, what is it, the part where the Flash runs, that didn't need it to be CGI. Like, that could just be, like, regular. Like, the way the Flash runs is just stupid. But, yeah. And, also, the emotional scenes did not hit me one bit. I didn't cry when Supergirl died, because there's no reason for me to cry. She was likable, but then she dies. There's no reason for me to cry when Michael Keaton dies. Like, I get it. I grew up with Batman Returns. I watched that movie a ton as a kid. But at the same time, I have no reason to cry because he adds nothing to the plot. You know, I assume we're supposed to cry because it's fucking Michael Keaton. Hasn't played Batman in 40 years, alright? You know, if they killed off, like, Tobey Maguire in No Way Home, that would make sense because he played a vital role in the movie and stuff like that. So yeah, like, you could make the argument with Michael Keaton here, but Michael Keaton is a different story when it comes to this movie specifically. And, oh yeah, the cameos. This is where Nicolas Cage's Superman comes in. Nicolas Cage's Superman is in the movie, but it's CGI. Christopher Reeves' Superman is in the movie, but it's CGI. I get it, you can't get Christopher Reeves because he passed away. I don't know about the Supergirl actress from the 80s. Like, I don't know if she's still alive or not. I only know about that movie because the Nostalgia Critic reviewed it, stuff like that, but I heard the movie's really bad, and I remember it being bad from the review. But, yeah. Supergirl, okay, I'll stop. Yeah, all the cameos that are not Michael Keaton are either throwaway cameos like Gal Gadot. Yeah, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman is in this movie, but only for a few seconds. But, Aquaman, Jason Momoa is only in the post-credit scene. And, every other cameo is Superman. Like, they're all an incarnation of Superman. Like, there is the Adam West Batman, but he's only in a blink and you'll miss it shot. And, they were also setting up, what else? Hold on a second, guys. Fuck these people. Anyway, I'm sorry, there's music playing in the room next door, and I don't have soundproof, so yeah. But, overall, so yeah, my other flaw with this movie is the comedy. The comedy is not that good. So Dumbsville used to have a video, like, this is before Dumbsville became a douchebag and deleted all of his videos. Well, at least started deleting all of his videos, but so Dumbsville made a Birds of Prey video, like, when that movie was coming out, and, like, he made a joke about Birds of Prey appealing to people who think Has-Been Hotel is funny. The Flash is a movie that appeals to people that thinks Murder Drones is funny. Yes, I watched Murder Drones. I announced that earlier. Like, I watched Murder Drones post episode 1, but in fact, that reaction video is very outdated. But anyway, like, The Flash is basically, like, Murder Drones' comedy is not really that funny. The Flash, its comedy is not awful. There are some jokes that give me a laugh. There are some jokes that give me a chuckle. But again, a chuckle's a minor laugh. Everything else is just meh. Everything else is just like, that's not funny, that's stupid. It's not Hell of a Boss bad, it's not modern day Super Mario Logan bad, it's just it's just like, what? That wasn't even funny. Like, they hold on to a joke way too long, which that was the main issue with Guardians 2. Like, at some parts, they would hold on to a joke too long. Here, they take it to the next level. Did I talk about the emotional scene? Oh, yeah, right. I only talked about Supergirl and Batman, but anyway, let's get on to the other emotional scenes. I think the emotional scenes were fine. They weren't great emotional scenes, but the ending scene, the final scene where Barry visits his mom, was so poorly handled. The reason why is that, you just come up and talk to your mom when so many stuff already happened. Like, you fucked up the timeline enough. And then you are crying and talking about your mom, and then she comes up and gives you a hug. It is so manipulative because it's like, okay, this random ass dude who just happens to be your son from the future is just crying, and then you decided to give him a hug. If I were you, I'd just leave. I mean, if it's Ezra Miller, I would definitely leave. But yeah, But, like, the main issue... But yeah. The main issue... over here... is that... Okay, I should go back on topic. I feel like the stuff done with, his, I felt like the stuff done with his dad was well done, like the proof video, which took for fucking ever to come out for some reason, but hey. But other than that, like, I didn't really cry that much in this film. I cried during Guardians 3 because the parts where Rocket was getting tormented and the High Evolutionary was killing all his friends and stuff like that. I, of course, cried in those scenes. When it comes to recent movies, I did not cry during, I mean, I did cry in some scenes of Wakanda Forever, like the ending and stuff like that, because, it's a tribute to someone to a real-life person who passed away, but, I know I keep using this show's reference, which I need to stop because there hasn't really been an emotional movie lately, but I did not cry during, I didn't cry during a single emotional episode of Hell of a Boss because they jump way too far onto there, and they're all just, okay, that's fucked up, and then it all just ends up being manipulative. Also, another thing is that we never find out what happens to Barry's mom. I mean, we do know that she dies, like she got stabbed, but did she kill herself? Did she, was she killed by Reverse Flash? This movie was the perfect opportunity to introduce Reverse Flash. Like, stuff like that. And there was a rumor a few years back that they were going to cast Matthew McConaughey as Reverse Flash, which I don't know how that would work, but okay. And then there was also a rumor a few years back that they were going to gender swap Reverse Flash and cast him as fucking Jessica Chastain. Yeah, enjoy your reality check, clowns. I'm surprised I actually remember that, but yeah. Apparently there were so many cameos in this movie that were cuts for some reason, which... You had Gal Gadot and you kept Ben Affleck in this movie, but you could have just kept every cameo in the book. And, like, also, not to mention, you go to, like, the Soviet Russia, and, like, Carlos Monopolis, Tacos and Burritos, Supergirl's there. I'm sorry. That's enough of the race jokes for today, but like, you couldn't introduce, like, the Red Sun. Like, you couldn't bring back Henry Cavill and turn him to, like, Soviet Union Superman, like the recent Red Sun comics, which I never read those. I don't really read DC as much as I read Marvel. I sure as hell do not read any modern-day comic books because of, all the Snowflake and safe spaces and all the retcons with, like, Iceman and Alan Scott and stuff like that. But, yeah, Speaking of which, I have a comic with Iceman on it right by me. So, yeah. In it or on the cover, whatever you smart-ass English teachers watching this do. But, yeah. Everyone talks about the baby scene, which the baby scene is funny, like where he puts the baby in the microwave. But the biggest offense is that they made it seem like he was gonna step on all the babies as like a staircase in like one scene, but he doesn't. That you couldn't have done that. That would have been funnier. And all the babies, even in scenes where they're not in danger, are all CGI for some reason. Which is weird, but hey. And also, like, there's some parts where they establish that Barry tends to fuck up a lot. Like I think he was the one who caused all the babies getting fallen off. I don't know. I don't remember. But hey. So yeah, recap. Ezra Miller's a good actor. So many good ideas, but they're crammed into one movie. And yeah. Also, okay, speaking of The Flash, there are so many scenes in this movie where they uncomfortably focus too long on his ass and his crotch. They even make a penis joke in this movie, which was not funny, but yeah. But yeah, they keep on having crotch shots in this movie. Well, not crotch shots, but the crotch is very, like, distracting. Like, they have a lot of that in this movie for some reason. Okay, finally, I should mention the ending scene. George Clooney returns. The rumors were true. George Clooney returns. And, like, also, the George Clooney scene was the film's one F-bomb. And unlike any other films, like what Fox did with the X-Men movies at the time, like, that part was actually well-deserved because, it was a perfect reaction. And, like, I was kind of excited because, I watched Batman and Robin a lot as a kid, and, like, that movie holds a special place in my heart. Despite looking back on it, it sucks, but hey. So yeah, that's the other review. I'm gonna take a nap, and I'll see you all later. Bye.